know it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grind it, but we grind it different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
11.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 41.
Offensively, that's a mismatch that you want. You got to force a linebacker to try to cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. This is caught by Hilton. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On the delay, here's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts on the move to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Eagles at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. They run behind center with Gainwell. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. Make him make someone miss in the open field.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown. Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Elliott good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now...
Here we go. 65. 13.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. That'll help that time. And we've got 3rd and 4. Search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Harris has it over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a first down carry for Harris. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
One, Omaha. 21.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the draw, it's Harris. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets that back at the 39. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
21. Here we go. Go ahead.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
21.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's got this to Pickens. Down inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 39 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Let's go. 18, right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
19 tight, 19 tight. 50 average, 50 average.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive 1st down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire their offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Ready, break. With Ryan, trap 60.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Hurts. Got a man, it's Brown. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Garoppolo to throw. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. Wait.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, Garoppolo. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
This is caught by Hilton. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
11, 21.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a third and 3.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here we go. Three.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Here we go. Back. Back on the lead. Half the street.
On first down, Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arm's got plenty of life to it. And that was a thing of beauty there. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play. The fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Completes this one to Pickens. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Garoppolo again. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Garoppolo steps away. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite of a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there keeping the toes in bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 14. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This could be a turning point.
This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Setting up the screen, Harris. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo fires the out route and completes it to Harris. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he will have the Steelers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Garoppolo's throw complete to Freiermuth. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
21.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
13. 13.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
21.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 45 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Oh, no, he lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble.
Second down and goal. Garoppolo. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
That's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Harris is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo, and he's got it. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. On the sneak is Garoppolo, trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. at the line. This Philly offense set to go.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
This is caught. It's Brown.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
Up the middle they go with Sanders.
Down to about the 37.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's back to throw. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash, and he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Now there's the timeout signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime.
Drop 50, drop 50. Back to 60. 18 ready, 18 ready. 79 Broncos.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.